Ladies and gentlemen, happy Sunday and welcome to Guys Command TV, the tallest man black of Africa. Billionaire Ali Joho, the nominee for the blue economy and mining, is being vetted. And the man is very, very honest. There are some issues that he has always been clarifying, but actually listening to Joho, you see a man who is full of wisdom. You see a man who can actually measure to the standard. Kenya is very rich in minerals, and unknown to many Kenyans, these minerals just benefit just a few members of the society who actually have become extremely rich by mining the minerals. But they don't want Kenyans to know that there is mineral, there is cobalt, there is gold, there is diamond, there is diatomite, there is soda ash, name it. This country is extremely rich, including gold. But it is controlled by just a few people. So, ladies and gentlemen, before I delve into other issues about this nominee, because it's very, very interesting listening to Joho, I want you to listen briefly to what the vetting committee is asking Joho and the way he is answering the questions.
Get further from this committee. You need to look at Kenyans and the young people on how to tap in this space of 30 million 30 million jobs to make sure that the young people in this country get those opportunities. On a lighter one, I've perused your questionnaire which you filled, and I believe you have a number, but I think it's a typo error. You gave the number for Safaricom, 0722 000 000. Can you clarify?
Thank you, Mr. We'll take the next. Razo.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Hassan, as soon as I am here, as soon as your name hit the media, people in Mombasa were on the streets, young and old, all of them. A few days later, one of the MPs said, now Hassan Ali Joho should become a cabinet. He should not come back to local politics. My first question is there potential of conflict that you want to be a cabinet minister and also interfere with local politics in Mombasa? You need to clear there. The second question, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Hassan Joho is a businessman, and you deal with many things, logistics, jewelry, all of that. We are giving you mining. Mining today is done by the locals in Navakolo, Ikolomani, Homa Bay, in Moyale and Marsabit, where they do gold and other minerals, and they eke out living through that. Tell us, we as Kenyans, you are looking for private investors. Do we see the potential that you get private investors so that the locals, the communities, will be locked out? Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. First of all, let me just clarify that my family is not in jewelry business. We are in logistics, obviously diversified a little bit in real estate and trading. Let me ascertain that we are in this industry that is called service industry. We don't work with government. My family has never worked with government. We don't do business with government. We are a straightforward business, and I assure you that we will not do business with government. We have enough already, as it were, to deal with. On the question of the comments by the Honorable MP, no, in Mombasa, on the same one, on the comments, I want to tell you, I now serve the nation. And in fact, I will make efforts to even unite those that are in Mombasa. I must help the president unite the country. And therefore, I must rise above.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you listen to Joho, you can see he can be able to communicate very well in English. And, you know, he's very, very honest. I want to address a number of issues here about Joho. One, about his education. Joho clearly has stated that he comes from a very poor family. His parents were very, very poor. And at O level, he scored a D minus. But he has 2 degrees. And he's studying masters. And he has all his eyes set on the doctorate, Doctor of Philosophy. What can we say here about Joho? We can conclude one thing. If you look at Joho, Joho is a very successful businessman. Whatever method he has used to succeed, the fact is he is very, very successful. He has been able to rise to become the governor of Mombasa, the second city after the capital city, Nairobi. If you look at Joho, Joho is a crowd puller. If you listen to Joho very keenly, you see somebody who is very much determined. We can only conclude one thing, that sometimes the level of education doesn't matter. Sometimes somebody can be to school, can have all the papers, but when it comes to delivery, he achieves nothing. People must realize kuna elimu ya dunia na elimu ya kiakademia. Binadamu aliyekamilika anahitaji kuwa na elimu ya kiakademia na elimu ya maisha. How many government and state officers have we heard William Samoei Ruto and Gachagua saying they hold fake papers? They hold fake papers. So I like his honesty. He did not even get a D. It is a D minus, which is weak if you ask me. But the fact that he can be able to maneuver and go to the university, we can only thank our education system. The second thing is about being associated with drugs. Some people, when the street talk is that Joho deals with drugs and has been associated with drugs. And he has had, I think, court cases, but he has come out very clearly. And it is upon the law enforcement agencies, if at all he has those issues, to bring the evidence. And I think members of the public have written various memorandum about these nominees. But the funny thing about Wetangula does not want to disclose the various memoranda that were written by the members of the public. I don't know what he's hiding. And maybe that is what can prevent or stop this person from being nominated. Because you see, the Wetangula committee, after the members of the public write the memorandum, the Wetangula committee asked the nominee to respond in writing. That is not enough. So it shows that there is something that they are hiding. When it comes to mining, Joho is also associated with such things, but if you have listened to him, you have seen that his family is not in mining, it's not in jewelry. But looking at the man who is going to head the blue economy and the mining, do you think he is competent? What lessons can we learn from Joho? What can we say? You know, in this country, some people have suffered about stories about their education background. Like people like Raila Amolo Odinga. If you ask Miguna will say that Raila did not complete primary education and secondary education. But Raila is an engineer, as far as you are concerned. Raila studied in Germany, as far as you are concerned. Many people have suffered this, and it is high time they are given the opportunity to clean the ear. Mgala muwe na haki mpe. Maneno ya wahega, mie ni wenu Gashi Skyman. Bye bye.